Hey everybody, and welcome to the newest episode of The Bearded Gamer Show. As always, I'm your host with the fantastic beard, Chris Arnone. How about some controller confessional? So recently I've been working on my review of Electronic Arts' new SSX game. Now I'm a huge fan of the series from way back in the Tricky days and of course in 3, and been longing for a new SSX for a while, but something struck me very quickly, something that's missing from this version. And it's not just SSX. In fact, there's been a litany of other games in this generation that have been missing this key factor that should have it: local multiplayer. Now, what do I mean by that? It means sitting on the couch with a friend, grabbing a controller, and playing a game together, whether it's a split screen or whatnot, doesn't matter. It's playing a game together without the online. And SSX, it's a snowboarding game. This is a game that sort of lends itself to that. Either you're racing or you're trying to get the highest score. Perfect for couch multiplayer. The previous versions had it. But it's not just this. There's other games that's even weirder when it's missing. There have been some FPS games, first-person shooters, that don't have it. I mean, how many of us sat on tiny televisions playing four-player split-screen Goldeneye back in the day on little CRT, well, not little, but little CRT televisions. And now we have these big LCD, LED, HD TVs without the local multiplayer on a lot of games. It's like, this is ridiculous. I have a 55-inch. Please give me split-screen multiplayer in HD. I think we can handle it after years of GoldenEye standard def on a 19-inch CRT, okay? Racing games, same way. The last several Need for Speed games have not featured a local multiplayer. It's a racing game. Are you serious? Hello? Cruising? Mario Kart? Oh, now this brings me to a modern game that still has it. Mario Kart. Many games like this. Twisted Metal, of course, the recent Twisted Metal does in fact feature a split-screen local multiplayer. In fact, the first time you play it, it pops up a trophy that says Old School. Love it! Borderlands, my favorite mode in the Modern Warfare games is in fact Spec Ops, local Spec Ops preferably. So there is still such a place for it, and there are still some great games that are doing it. There's just so many out there that don't, and it confuses me. Is it that much harder, I have to wonder? You've been doing this for years before we were doing online multiplayer, we had split screen, and yet now you're taking it away. And that just seems absolutely ridiculous to me. Is the push so hard, so forceful to make us, buy separate versions, brand new versions preferably, of the game, and all cash in on our online passes, that you won't allow, you just can't fathom to allow more than one person to play on a single copy of a game, even if it's two people on a couch together. This is mind-boggling to me. No, not every game should have multiplayer. For the most part, RPGs, it doesn't really fit. It doesn't work. I'm not saying we need to force, local multiplayer into every game that exists, but there are definitely certain genres of game that it's perfect for, that it doesn't seem to make any sense when it goes away. SSX, racing, shooting, there's probably a whole bunch I'm not even thinking of, that it just doesn't make sense when you don't have this. Personally, I am still a face-to-face communicator. I know the internet has done wonderful things for communication. It's allowed us all to get together and game online no matter how far away we are from one another. But there's still something about face-to-face communications. Part of why I do this video segment. Yeah, I'm great with words, but ultimately, it's this that I'm awesome at. And I still have more of my friends that I play games with live close to me. And it's so much easier for us to just get together and have fun. Have a few drinks, play a few games. That's a great evening. And I just don't understand when games don't push that. Because I think for the most part, if you do a local multiplayer, you still have everyone in that room probably owns their own copy of the game. But they still like to get together and play together. All right, I'm off my soapbox. It's a big one, I know. We'll see you next time.